Yo, what's good, everybody? Another Beers with Barton. It is Saturday, November 30th, 2024. That's right, the last day of November for 2024. It's 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so it's almost December 1st. Let that sink in. Crazy. I'm hoping everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Hopefully you got to spend it with family and friends, or whatever your activities were this year. Hopefully you enjoyed it and had plenty to be thankful for. I know I do. So we just got back from a fantastic trip over Thanksgiving. It was really more of a 40th birthday celebration for the lovely Mrs. Beers with Barton. My in-laws wanted to do something for her 40th, so we've been talking about it for a while. You know, I surprised Jess with the New Orleans trip back in October. They want to do something, and so we normally travel around Thanksgiving. The last couple of years, we've gotten rented a beach house, and some friends would either come with us, get a house near. And Jessica found this lovely cruise that left out of Port Canaveral on Monday last week, and came back on Friday. So long story short, we booked that. It was my in-laws, and then Jessica, Michaela, and I. So we left last Sunday. Michaela, her dance studio had were part of the Christmas parade for the Concord Christmas parade celebration last Saturday. So we left Sunday morning. We left and drove down to St. Augustine, which is about a 6 hours, 15-ish minutes drive. And, it took about 7.5. We didn't hit much traffic with a couple stops. So we left about 9-ish, and we got to our hotel right as the San Francisco 49ers were kicking off against the Green Bay Packers, or a little bit afterwards, which they got smoked 38-10. Purdy didn't play. Season's all but over. But anyways, we got down there. In-laws were already down there. So we met up, hung out, watched the first half. I think it was 17-7 at halftime, so we were somewhat in it. And then we went and had a nice dinner. watched the Niners just fall apart. And then we left Monday morning from St. Augustine and drove about 2 hours to Port Canaveral, Florida, which is where the cruise ship left. We were able to get on at 1. So we left about, 9:30, 10. Got there about 12-ish, parked, and then we got on the boat pretty quick because we'd done all the pre-check stuff, and we, done our passports and pictures. So we just got on the boat, got a drink, walked around, and we went and got, I think our stateroom was open by 2 o'clock maybe. And man, what a fantastic, beautiful Utopia of the Seas. One of their newer ships for Royal Caribbean. I did have some Crown. For Royal Caribbean, I think their first voyage was July of this year, but this thing was huge. It was like 16 decks, full court basketball. We played pickleball in there, which was awesome. They had ping pong tables. They had a whole arcade, stuff for the kids. We were on the 8th deck, and they had like a mini Central Park. So it was like you're walking through Central Park, New York. They had cafes and restaurants and shops on the side. Like, that's one of many things. They had a boardwalk where they had a carousel, bunch of sports bars. They had like hot dogs, obviously, for the boardwalk. They had this huge aquatic stage, basically, where they did this 80s aquatic show, which was amazing. You're talking like high dives and people doing crazy, all 80s music, phenomenal. They played the football games on Thursday. But yeah, we had a great time. So Monday was kind of a day at sea, just because you're kind of pushing off to port. So that was cool. And then Tuesday was all sea. So like casinos open, shops are open, just, drinking, eating, playing card games. We had a great time. And then Wednesday, we stopped. So Monday, kind of day at sea. Tuesday, day at sea. Wednesday, we stopped at Nassau, Bahamas. We didn't get off the boat. My in-laws did for a little bit. And, just a lot of little shops and stuff. Not really worth it. So we enjoyed the time on the boat with a lot of people off the boat, because I think there was over 7,000 people on the boat. So it's just a huge, massive boat. And so we enjoyed time at the pool, and doing some other activities where it was very easy to do stuff, not a lot of wait. And then Thursday we stopped at Coco Cay, which is a private island of Royal Caribbean, and we spent the whole day on the beach. And by whole day, I mean I spent about 2.5 hours Went back to, to the ship, showered, and started watching football. Jess and Michaela stayed for most of the day. Got back on the boat, I want to say, I think they had to be on by 4. I think they got on around 3-ish or so. And then we had a fantastic Thanksgiving dinner. You could do the standard, turkey dinner, but they had beef Wellington. They had herb-crusted salmon and just a bunch of other stuff. So we did that Thursday, and then Friday, I had to get off the boat by 9, I want to say it was. Maybe it was 8. 9 was the latest. We got off at like 8:15. And we drove back to to Jekyll Island in Georgia. So about 3.5 hours. Got there around lunchish time. Got some lunch, did some shopping, hung out, grabbed some beers, and then we went back to the hotel. They had a bar, and we just played card games and drank, ordered pizza, and had a fantastic night. Really enjoyed it. And this morning we got up, hit the road about 9-ish. It's about a 5-hour, 15-minute drive back with a couple stops, let's say 6. So you hope you get home at 3, but we hit a ton of traffic, accidents, all that crap. So we probably picked up Potter right about 4 and got home 4:15-ish. So it wasn't too bad in the big scheme of things. In-laws are home safely as well. So it was great. Got to watch Notre Dame beat USC, finish 11-1. That's great. And putting up our Christmas decorations. We had our tree up and our village put up before we left. Actually, a couple weeks before we left. I think it's been up for a month. So we're going to put the ornaments on tonight, finish doing some cleaning and stuff. Because my mom and my little bro will be here from San Francisco on Tuesday, so in a couple days, and spend a week here. So I'm really looking forward to that. It was a great trip. It was crazy. 2 days ago, you're sitting on the beach in 80-degree weather, sweating. And then as we started driving, even yesterday, leaving Florida, going up to Georgia, it's like 82 degrees, then it's 76, 72, 66, 52. Got cold real quick. I didn't bring much but some pullovers. I didn't really think about it. We were in the car, and I knew I'd be in Florida the first drive. I could use a sweatshirt, but I survived. After a couple beers and bourbons, I was good anyway. So what a fantastic trip. Home safe and sound. And I think we are on load 3 of probably 8 to 10 of laundry. Like I said, we got all of our ornaments laid out. We're going to hang them up. Jess went to pick up Michaela from her boyfriend's house. Quotations, whatever. I guess you can call her boyfriend's house. Because they didn't get to see each other for a week, so I don't know. Hopefully they survived. They FaceTimed and talked almost every day, so hopefully they survived. But we're going to finish putting those up tonight, and then tomorrow will be a typical Sunday. We'll do church and football and finish cleaning, getting fresh sheets on the guest bed for my mom. And I guess my brother will sleep on the couch like he normally does. I guess he can sleep in the bonus room if he wants. We'll see. But anyways, looking forward to it. It's cold. It's back to reality. But very happy to get Potter. I'm really looking forward to sleep in my own bed tonight. The cruise ship beds are not bad, but it is a cruise ship. Hotel was actually pretty nice last night. Excuse me. So can't complain. Got a really good night's sleep for that drive today. So cheers, everybody, again. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy 40th cruise vacation, Thanksgiving vacation for Jess. I know she enjoyed it. It's increasingly more and more important to spend time with your parents and your family, especially as the years go on. So I enjoyed it. We had a good time. Played a lot of cards, like I said. So yesterday I grabbed some beers. We went back to the hotel at their little market. This is the Terrapin, which is Athens, Georgia. It's a high and hazy IPA. I want to say it's a 7.2. Let me look. 7.2 sounds right. 5.8, not even close. Anyways, fantastic time. I gained 6 pounds on the week, which I knew I probably was. I was worst case scenario 10, was hoping for 5, so I'm like 6.2. So I will stop drinking beer, which is always kind of an addition to the weight, but also, man, the amount of food, just the richness and just fantastic food that we had. I mean, I don't eat like that, so it's definitely worth it for sure. So I'll get back on the bike. I'll get back to 9 rounds, especially these holiday seasons. So cheers, everybody, again, to not only Thanksgiving, but especially to my lovely wife, who will finally be 40 on December 16th. So she's only got a little over 2 weeks until she is part of the 40s club. I think she'll be the last of all of our friends to turn 40. She is the last of all of our friends. Some of our friends have turned 50, and here she is, still not 40 yet. So may have to turn her in for a younger a model, pretty sure. Psych. I'm so lucky to have her. Anyways, 5.8. High and hazy IPA. And man, we were high up on that boat, let me tell you. So cheers. Fantastic trip. Again, back to reality is never easy, but creating memories. Hopefully Michaela had a good enough time. Is one of the first trips we've ever done without friends. Normally we travel with friends or meet up with friends. I'd say the first trip we did that we didn't go with friends was this last spring break, where we went down to Florida and went to Disney World, but we met up with some friends for a couple days. So this is the first time. So, she tried to find her way, and she, found some groups of friends around her age and did some activities, but it's kind of hard to connect. One of families that we know in the neighborhood, I wouldn't say friends, we don't even know the parents, but Michaela knows the girl who's in 8th grade. They met up one night and were able to kind of hang. So the odds of in our neighborhood going on the same cruise, so that was good for her. And then we just hung out, and she just talked a lot to Carson. So anyways, cheers. High and hazy. Fantastic trip. I enjoyed it. I think Jessica enjoyed it. And like I said, back to reality. Getting everything ready for family visiting next week for a week, and then back to the world of work on Monday, which sounds terrible, but it's year end, so hopefully grind for a couple weeks, get some stuff done, and it's a 2025 problem. All right, cheers, everybody. It's pretty good beer. About a 6-pack. I only drank one. Didn't know that there was a hotel bar. There is. And the bartender was great. Hung out, talked to her, got her whole story. My father-in-law was cracking jokes the whole time. Like I said, we had pizza, played cards, and then I hung out, closed down the bar, and watched the end of the Georgia Tech game, which went to 8 overtimes, which is insane. And I had to get some sleep because I knew how to drive today. So it all worked itself out. And thankful for the memories that we were able to make. And I just can't believe Christmas is, 3.5 weeks away. What a craziness. Craziness. All right. Again, cheers, everybody. High and hazy IPA. Hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I was thankful for a lot. Until next time, deuces.